Am I recording? Yes, I'm recording. Alrighty. So, welcome back. Good afternoon. It is 2:26, and I decided I should play Risk in the middle of the day. Because that's what everyone else does. I don't know what I'm saying. Welcome back to Here We Grow. This episode, I'm accompanied by a well-known member of the Risk Forever Discord. He is most well-known for his field of 64 matchups, and he's got, how do I say this? You can argue with him pretty well. He's got good arguments. Everybody, welcome.
Don't forget Saturday Night Beer.
Yes, and he's also the host of Saturday Night Beers. Everyone welcome Tricknology.
Oh, thank you. How's it going, Tubby?
Welcome to the show. Nothing. I'm doing fine. All good.
That's good.
Well,
Very good.
We welcome you to the show. In the show, nothing happens. Because nothing happens in fixed cards. Now, today...
What a great way to put that.
Right, so today we are accompanied by Grandmaster, a Master, an Expert, another Master, and another Master. Awesome. So we got some solid high ranks. Because if you play with low ranks, you're not going to have a fun game. They're going to suicide because they're stupid. But, where am I? Whoa.
Well, maybe we should get to the ultimate question here. Is Risk fun?
Is Risk fun?
I like it.
I'll say sometimes.
Yeah. I think that's my answer too.
Sometimes it can be funny, because most of the time it just ends up in, like, a stalemate. And then stalemates are just not fun.
Well, I think it's kind of how you have to look at it too, where there's the champion of every community, which is part of the Discord Risk community at large, and we're kind of a group, and we kind of know each other, like channel to channel, and we'll play against each other, and we'll have fun, but we normally play unranked, and we don't care too much.
Yeah.
So you can, the best way I can put it is like, we'll do dumb things, and not care.
And that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, but like when you play against the community at large, one of two things happen, and I'm sure it's happened to you. It's happened to me. One, it's a normal game. Or two, they have come across you on a video from Champ or Master Risk, Recipes, or Riskinator, or whoever, and they go, "Oh, that's a guy."
Oh, that's a guy. Let me just suicide him, because I know he's recording.
Or I know he's recording, or I know, like, I can get the win on him. And there's been a couple times, actually more than a couple times,
Whoa!
where I know it's like,
You saw that?
dude, there's other high-ranked players here. You're going after me, aren't you?
This dude just lost a 7-4.
Well, you know what? You shouldn't go on a 7-4.
That's ridiculous.
And I get this, that this is fixed, and so continents are somewhat more important, somewhat. And if it works out, if you get a good roll, you're in a really good position.
No
but
way.
Now you're in
You saw that?
bad position.
I think that was an 8-4 or something. This is just no dice. Anyways.
Well, like we all say, like Champ says, like you'll say, like I will say, like Gabe will say, like Riskinator will say, you can't go on a continent, and and some people do not take that advice to heart. And then, like, look at this, right? I'm green, right? I'm in Europe right now.
Yeah.
I can take Africa, and you can already tell that this guy is gearing up to go into me. He's got the 5, and so I'm not even gonna take it now. What I'm gonna do is I'll take his 1. And ask him if we're going to be cool, which he won't be. Which, by the way, you should not be.
Begging is horrible.
Yeah, and we'll go from there. Also, I have that too in Scandinavia because I've been playing too much Blood and Honor lately, where you need to have at least 2 everywhere.
Oh man. I guess Purple and I are just gonna end up fighting over North America. Ay. Oh man, this will be fun.
Well, I actually think that like the virtual stranglehold I have on Europe is going to help you.
Maybe. But when it comes to North America, I usually don't. I tend not to guard the borders because I find North America is like one of the hardest continents to take or to control in the game because you can't guard everything with one big army.
You can't. Well, if you get it, if you can get it on the cheap, then it's pretty easy to get your 3 points set up. What do I got here? And if you can get it on the cheap, then you can hold. You know, the problem is like North America has a huge bonus. Obviously no one cares about Asia because Asia is impossible to hold. But North America, unlike Europe, that gives you the same bonus, it's feasible to hold. So what I'm going to do, all right. So the Africa holder accepted my alliance request. So what do we do here? What we're going to do is we're going to pretend he's playing ball. And what I'll do is I'll flash him a thumbs up.
Awesome.
And we'll see. If I was him, I would not let me hold it.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Well, there goes my chance of holding it. Or not. I actually have a set. Just see what he's gonna do. He likes 7.
So what's Purple gonna do here? Purple's in a weird position.
He's doing what I do. Like, if I end up fighting over a continent with someone, I try to spread out my troops as much as possible, that way I can, like, try to suffocate the other person out. And that's exactly what he's gonna do. Or he's doing. And ooh, we got some conflict. Alright.
That's probably good for me. That's probably good for me, because I'm gonna be all granola.
Oh, he's gonna take him out. Long live blue.
Whoa! Dumb move. Dumb move. You have just taken out an opponent. That is true. But at what cost?
Now he's like weak. And you got 5 cards too. Super vulnerable.
Okay.
But I'm still in this pickle with purple. I don't know what to do.
Purple is gonna go right into orange. Purple will go right into orange. Like I'm in a weird position. Here's the problem with holding Europe. You can get a lot of troops, but
Whoa. No.
What is going on here?
No, he's not gonna do it.
What's going on here?
What is he doing? You're...
Whoa!
What? You're
this
giving me...
weird!
I am so confused, but I get...
Well, here's the other problem. He has just basically obliged me to take out orange.
Kind of. Can I do it? Let's do it.
No, because you got that 7 block in the end. It's gonna be tough. Oh, you got a good roll.
It's worth it. It's worth the 5 cards, I think. Our alliance is over, he says.
Well, no kidding. No kidding. Because you're up the whole game.
Oh, I don't know what you were thinking when he did that. Now, what can I do now? We only got 4 people.
Well, actually, quite frankly, you should go into me. Like, if we're going to be perfectly honest, I'll be a biggest threat.
But I would only do that if I had the intention to take you out, which I don't have, so I'm going to play stupid and...
No, I don't think so. No, because you take me out, like, what's Purple got? He's got 2 7s, right? And by the way, I don't think this is a bad play between me or whoever that was, Orange. But like, there was way too much aggression there. Where like now you have created this weird situation where like, what are we gonna do? Right?
So now I'm just doing like a sort of wing it thing. I doubt I'll be able to hold either of these continents. I'm just going to see what the other 2 players are going to do.
No, you're in a good position. Like in Europe, I'm compromised. The great thing about, or the bad thing, depending on your perspective, is you get a lot of bonus troops from Europe, but you're compromised because you got 1, 2, 3, 4 spots to protect. So it's not a great offensive position. And if you keep on getting troops, someone is eventually going to get tired of it. I just can't believe it. I can't believe that. Was it blue? It was blue that went like way over the top, right?
Yeah, he initiated it.
Like, well, what was blue thinking? Like, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna sustain yourself. And we'll just say I cursed because of the bad play.
Yeah. So we just had to clip the video a bit because something, just a little something happened. No biggie.
Because tricknology was dumb. We don't have to. We
Not
don't have
really.
to get into it. But you go on a rant because of one of the players who screwed up the entertainment value of the game. Which is what happens sometimes. Unfortunately.
But now what happened?
We can't get into the bigger questions of life.
I don't have a solid strategy in what I'm doing. I'm just sort of like winging it.
Well, you are in a position of strength. You got that 21.
I do.
And why does turtle strategy work? By the way, I apologize for cursing. It was me, ladies and gentlemen, which is creating Tubby like an extra 5 minutes of editing. Didn't mean to do it. Got a little carried away. But anyway, like, what,
Whoa.
why does turtle strategy work? It's because you have the hammer. You have the big army. Where if someone's going to be dumb, the big army can take advantage. Like right now, you have a 21 on my 5, right? You can take it out. You can beat me. Frankly, like your only real issue with that is that you got this 13 up in Canada and this 16 in Siam that's blocking itself off.
Wait,
to
what?
stop you from that. Like, where you have to make a decision. Well, what do I do? What do I do if you take me out? Which you can.
I'm just gonna chill out, build up some armies. I don't want to do some big attack, because no, not gonna work out too much. But I do see some expansion happening.
Huh. See, this is where I have to pay attention to purple. Because I think purple, since they're not exactly turtling, want to get back in the game. And yellow, we can stop. And for everyone out there on fix, like, what do you do when someone's turtling in yellow? You suffocate them. You put them in a position where they can't just take a territory for cheap to get their card. And eventually, it's going to catch up with them.
Whoa. I'm gonna get landlocked. Ah. Oh well.
No, you're fine.
I mean, cards aren't too important. I guess I can deal without them. Oh well.
When you get... Well, here's where I disagree with the prevailing thought. When it comes to a stalemate situation where everyone's going turn after turn after turn and not doing anything, cards are kind of important. Because cards are the wedge. And that doesn't mean you need to have the cards. What you need to do is to be able to react or to cause someone to react to someone not getting cards. The panic, in other words.
Make him panic.
Is what's important.
And now we wait.
So what I'm going to do, because I don't think you're going to do it, I'm going to put my 14 on your 38. Not that you wouldn't take it out, but just make it just enough that you won't want to do it.
Yeah, I see that. Not too much to make tension or anything.
Yeah.
Now purple doesn't like me.
Well, you got 2 continents. Whenever you have 2 continents, no matter what the 2 continents are, people are going to freak out. Now, like, your 2 continents are worth what? Roughly my continent, right?
About.
Yeah. So, you know, I don't like. Let's see what Australia does. Australia's getting a little bored, huh?
Ooh.
Congratulations! You broke into me. How many troops did you buy for a momentary gain?
Let's find out. How much did he lose? 4.
4?
I think so.
Is 4 worth it? I suppose if you look at, like, I get a +5, his -4, it's worth it, except for he can't do anything. Let's see what I got. Oh, I got a +2. So now...
He got a set. What's he gonna do with the set? He's gonna destroy everything with the set. Not.
So again, it's just, I'm not trying to threaten you or anyone here, but if you're going to attack me, it's going to, I'm trying to make it hurt just enough where you don't want to.
I mean, he has a set. So.
He might. Alright, so Tommy, why did you start the show?
What?
Why did you start the show?
Why did I start the show?
Why did you start the show?
Why did I start the show? I really don't know. It was so long ago. When was my first episode? I don't remember when the first episode was. No, when I first started the show, I thought of adding commentary, but then again, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do commentary. I'm not gonna deal with that. But over time, I got some people to help me, or yell at me. They were yelling at me to put some voice in. So around, I think it was about the 9th episode is when I added commentary. But even then, there was like a horrible screen recorder, and like my voice had like cut out and then cut back in. It was just not good. But eventually, I found this recorder, and I don't think there's any lag. But now I just record. And then the idea of bringing people into the show was just from a joke, because it started off with me yelling at Albin. I'm like, hey, join the voice chat. I'm recording a video. So then he's like, what's happening? He's so confused. So then I updated him. I'm like, hey, I'm recording a video. You're going to be on YouTube now. He just goes with it. And then it somehow fell into me just bringing people in, me playing with them. Because it's a lot more fun than me just sitting here talking about hand sanitizer.
All right, well, okay. Very, very good. I don't want to become the interviewer because I'm the guest. But, all right, so like, what are you looking at? Where do you want to go to school? Shit like that. Stuff like that. God damn it.
Let's see. What am I going to do in the future? What am I going to do? I'm thinking of doing something in the lines of journalism, because I've always been a big fan of writing.
Okay. How are you going to pay to do that?
How am I? Wait, no idea. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't mean that to be a bad thing. It's just that market got problems right now.
Ooh, that's some tension I smell. We smell tension between you and Yellow.
Yellow wants to come into me, and Yellow's going to be my undoing. And Purple, right over there, would love it. Purple's smart enough to know not to do it himself, and you got the hammer.
I did.
What I'm gonna do is just put it there and try to make everyone cozy. Will that matter to Yellow? Maybe, because the problem is now at this point, Yellow, the Australian turtle strategy,
infamous,
is going to leave him behind. Where you have 3 players getting the same amount of troop bonuses. And we all know that the one that attacks the other is going to give a win to the third party. Well, like we know how this works at this point. Let's see. Purple is a master. Yeah, Purple. So Purple knows the game at this point. So who decides who's going to win? Yellow decides who's going to win.
For the most part.
Yellow can't win, but Yellow can decide.
He can.
And so You know what I do? Just to give it a turn to you. Not that you still can't overcome it. Is just, put a couple of troops there because going into a 60, going into a 24 would suck, even if you have a 65. And do that. And then, let's take this troop bonus. What do I got? Okay, I got 6. Pretty crappy troop bonus. And now, do I want to fortify against purple? No, I don't. I'm going to give purple the chance to not escalate. And as your viewers know, as we know, like, why would I not want to create a problem on that 913? And the problem is because I want him to come into you. I want him to think you're a threat. But I mean, that's the truth. That's how it works.
It's the truth.
We both know that.
That's how the game goes.
And
I mean, yeah, I am looking like a huge threat with just the 65 right then and there. But I do have my reasons for just keeping it one big army. Because, like, I'd rather not keep it in multiple armies. Because, like, if something out of random happens, like, oh, a suicide. What?
It's a good reason.
I like to keep it. I don't like to keep my biggest army landlocked. Because if something happens, then I can do something right away. But then at the same time, people look at it as a threat. So then they want to, like, add on to the tension. So sometimes I have to keep it landlocked.
That's exactly right. And let's face it, if someone disrupts what's going on, you're the person in position to capitalize. Like, I'm not going to attack you because I know that you have that 73 there. It's not going to help me. It's going to help me lose if I attack you. So what do you do in a stalemate? What do you do in a stalemate? Well, there's a couple things. One, you can abandon your capital, or your continent, and put into a really big army, and try to influence the other players to fight each other. And sometimes that works.
For me, with stalemates, I tend to wait it out. But then there's the occasional thing that I can do, and I can do it this game, and it's this one strategy that Champ actually covered in a recent video. It's where you are either having Africa or Africa and South America, so then you bundle up all your troops into one big army, and then you take out the Australian player.
Well, that's exactly, well, it's a good strategy. What you need is cooperation from the other players.
Cooperation?
For that.
Because
like right now, yellow. And here's this. And let's talk about this game. Like, what is yellow doing?
I don't know what he's doing.
What could yellow possibly want here with yellow's troop allocation? You're not going into another continent. Like you're not going to take it. So it's not going to help you. The three of us have an equal troop bonus, so we're all pretty groovy right now. But because I'm closer to yellow, when things go squirrely, which if we're going to have an end of the game, they're going to have to go squirrely. Like, I'm probably the first one out. Like, I'm going to be the first one attacked. And it's going to be how do you and Purple deal with it? Purple's a smart player. Look. He has a 1 on your 16. Purple knows the score.
Yeah. But yeah, he has the 1, but then he has the 30. So it's like if I attack him, I unlock it, then he's just gonna explode.
Right, but he doesn't explode unless you attack him first.
Yeah.
Like his positioning is telling him, hey, as long as you're cool with me, I'm cool with you.
Yeah.
Like who is the pugnacious guy here? Who has to be? Well, it has to be Yellow.
Yellow's probably like the crazy one. Because he's the one that's only doing something. Us three, we aren't doing much. But Yellow, he's just like spreading his troops. I don't know, try to be like a threat or something. Well,
and there you go. Here we go. Let's see what he does here. He was thinking about, do I go into red or do I go into green? Like that was his thought.
What? I'm confused. I don't know why he did
that. And here's the real fun thing. Like, what does that army do for him?
I don't know why he put it there.
And this is where, high level risk players, like, not to brag, but we are. We understand this. So it's like, hey guys, I will take the threat out for everybody. Okay? So we're gonna put Yellow in his spot.
Ooh.
Obviously, I'm not attacking it either of you. So you can all know what I'm doing. I'll put a nice little.
Now what is he? Yellow is a master. With some experience.
And now he's stuck. Like this is what you get for being aggressive when you're turtling.
His only option. He can either sit there or suicide.
Right.
Because if he
okay, so Purple said, "I'm starting to attack your territory. You attack a nation. That is cool."
Oh yeah, that's fine.
And this is a problem because we can't give each other more explicit things. He's like, "Hey, I need my card. Can you not? Can you pull some troops back?" So I'm attacking a 1 instead of a 5. I think, is a very reasonable request. And I think that is a very reasonable request. I wish that could be communicated better.
Why is it lagging? Stop the lag. This is not okay.
Did Yellow just come into Europe?
He didn't invade me. This shows that he's only out for you.
Well, he's mad at me because I denied his turtle whatchamacallit. His turtle designs, but if you play players that or know what they're doing, you're not gonna get there.
Now what is Purple doing? Purple is doing nothing.
No, he's trying to keep the peace. He's gonna come to me. He just asked me, hey, I'm sorry, I need to attack your thing. What I'll do is I'll give him a 1 to attack for now on.
Now, is he gonna attack me?
Really neat.
He's not gonna attack me. What? Oh.
No, for some reason, which I don't quite get, Yellow thinks I'm the problem.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give Purple the same exact message he gave me, and I'm gonna leave it with a 1. And because I think he gets it, I think he'll get it. this right here.
So you're not gonna rob his territory bonus?
No, I'm not interested in that. Neither are you.
Nope. I mean, I have. Nah, because the only way I'd do that was taking North America. No.
Let's be honest on what this game is now. We got Yellow, who can cause a problem, right? But outside of that, the winner is going to be decided on who attacks who first.
Yeah.
Who's that third party? That third party's going to win.
Ooh, he's mad. He's coming with a revengeance. Or is he?
If he comes into me, then we know what the score is.
Oh, he's backing down. That's what he is. He feels threatened.
Yeah, let me make a change.
Yeah, I see. See, what I'm seeing is, like, you showed him that you could, like, you showed him what you can do. You're capable of doing something, so you got him scared. He shook. Ew, I shouldn't have said that. That was nasty. I'm not into that.
What Yellow should do is wait until one of us get mad at me, you, or Purple. Wait until one of us get mad at each other. But the more... Oh, what's going on? No, never mind. But the more that goes on... Here's a problem with the other strategy, is that, we all know, because I think we're all good enough to know, that Yellow's advantage. God damn it. Oh, God damn it. I promised my charger and my mom tried to call me. At the same time. But actually, it doesn't really make a big difference right now. Like, we're balancing the game. You, me, and Purple are balancing the game. None of us are going to start a war with each other because we know the third party's going to win. If we do.
Yeah.
The wild card is Yellow. Which is why, like, Yellow gets to pick who wins.
Yeah, because he's the only one that's, like, really doing much. And he's... What is he? He's the weakest. So he really can't do much. The only thing he can do is, like, suicide and give the game to somebody.
You got that 113. You could end me. You could end me, but in the process, you're going to lose everything.
Yeah, and I'll just give the game to, like, Purple.
Okay. So let's get my card here. What I'm going to do, like, what I have to be right now is nice and cozy to Yellow. Because I want, and as your viewers probably know, I want Yellow to be mad at one of you two.
Yeah.
Because Yellow picks the winner.
Yeah, but I doubt either of us are going to do anything, because we know how aggressive Yellow is. He's aggressive. If you, like, what is it? I can't attack anything, but, like, if I were to invade a continent or do something, anything to him, he would, like, freak out and just explode. But he's actually getting a little calmer. But he may be calm, but that doesn't mean that he can't be aggressive later.
Right. Well, and you know, that's the problem with the rest. Somebody has to win. If this was real geopolitics, if this was real, like, a UN situation, like, me, you, and Purple right now would be like, hey, we're all cool. We're getting an equal amount of, fruit. bonuses. We're balancing everyone out, each other out. No reason to fight you, dude. Because if I fight you, then the other guy's gonna win. So what's the point? Like, we can all be groovy. Let's just all monitor yellow down there. Because they don't have good, I don't know. Australia has too many places to stay, so, and they're gonna be.
Oh, I think I done something.
They want some land where there isn't poisonous snakes.
Oh, I made a mistake.
No, you're fine.
I unblocked his army. Or no. No, because I was thinking...
Army, but the problem is, like, we're in the classic fix situation right now. Where whoever attacks loses. And the guy you attack will also lose. And this is where a mechanism for busting up spellmates would work.
Ooh. Now that is how to get some people's attention. No. You can look big and scary.
You yell at me, and I still have an 83. Am I going to win the game with an 83? Of course not. Can I do some damage with an 83 to take everyone else out, to take whoever attacked me out? Yeah, I can. To make them, room for the third player, to the guy that wasn't involved. Yeah, that's true. This is your classic stalemate situation.
Now.
Alright, so let's get, Roder. Well, what made you want to decide to do this podcast?
Wait, what'd you say?
What made you want to decide to do this podcast?
I kind of just came up with it out of nowhere, because when I started doing commentary, it's just by myself. But then I invited Albin. No, I actually thought, like, if how do I say this? If I were to bring two people, and man, I suck at explaining.
You're fine.
I mean, you kind of get it, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I play Risk by myself and I'm here for like an hour and a half just talking to myself about whatever comes to mind, yeah, it's a little entertaining, but I'm just talking to myself. But if you bring two people, if it's a stalemate like this, we're not paying attention to the game. We're just talking about hand sanitizer.
Right. All right, so let's get into that. What do you think is the biggest threat to humanity?
The biggest threat to humanity?
Yeah.
I may sound stupid, but humanity itself.
No, that's not stupid. I think that is the correct answer.
Totally. Don't blame it on anybody other than people, including yourself.
I think if you look at the odds of an asteroid, or even a, say COVID was Ebola, and it got out.
The Ebola pandemic.
Like if COVID was Ebola, people would not be complaining about masks. It would be, okay, well we gotta deal with this now. You know what I mean? And you wouldn't have this. Oh, my rights! Because no one would care, because we know we're dealing with a virus that will kill you immediately. And by the way, I'm not versed in this. I don't know if a mask would work with Ebola. For everyone that's listening, internet land, I'm not pretending to be a doctor.
Internet land?
Yeah. Let's just pretend that,
Let's name that the video. Internet. Here we grow number 15, Internet land.
yeah.
That's a good title.
That perhaps, you know, say you just spread hypothetically, the infectious rate from COVID via mask like you could, or say Ebola via mask like you could with COVID, where a mask would be worth your while. No one would, in their right mind, would say no. And the people that would say no would be like, okay, well, you people are nuts. And we're not going to be around you. Where, to the point where if someone didn't wear a mask, everyone would just run away. Which they should in that situation. Like, why aren't you wearing a mask?
It is dumb for people like... People's reasonings for not wanting to wear a mask are just the dumbest ever. Like, I remember I saw some people wanting to, like... What is it? I saw this video of people protesting in, like, downtown of a city, no one having a mask, and they were protesting for, like, masks are stupid, let's not wear masks, oh my god, masks, ugh. But then again, they're acting as if it's their fault. Or it's the city's fault. Like, they think the city is stupid. Because, like, they think masks aren't doing anything.
Well, there's a couple things. And this is where it's really unfortunate. We are in a highly politicalized time. More than it's ever been.
Yeah.
Because any idiot with a Twitter feed or a Facebook following can cause problems. Okay, let me go. It's like you're going right.
What? Someone's gonna get political. Ooh. Yeah, politics. There's always something happening over there.
Because they don't see the carnage. They don't see something bad happening in front of their face. So it's either this party is trying to scare you, or this party doesn't care. And everyone's not paying attention to the problem that's a problem. And by the way, is it the biggest problem we've ever had? Of course not. But
Wait, what? I'm not even paying attention. What's happening? It's your turn. That's all I know.
No, my charger sucks. I'm trying to get it to plug back in. Okay. Oh shit! Darn.
Whoa. Ooh.
My charger working.
He said the darn word. Ooh. Whatever. I let the darn word slip. I'm at blame for saying the darn word. I need to stop saying the darn word.
Oh, yeah. Don't even worry about that.
Oh, darn.
Oh, darn. Oh, shucks. There we go.
What in the... Now just nothing's happening. We just sit here, do the same thing over and over.
Yep.
But I still have a feeling Yellow can be up to something. He might, like, if he gets fed up, he might suicide.
He will.
But for now, we wait and stare. And then suddenly nothing happens. Because, aha, I scared somebody. What is it?
Oh, yeah. So,
So,
a man in Australia wants to come into me.
Australia?
Yellow.
Oh. Well, now, have you been seeing any of Albin's videos recently?
I gotta be honest. I don't watch any of our videos. Or when I say our, I mean our community's videos. I don't watch them. Not because I don't care. I want everyone to be very successful, and I want to be very supportive. But what's it gonna do for us?
What's what?
What's it gonna do for us? Like we all know the game, and when I say that, I don't mean in a dismissive way. I mean we're not gonna learn from each other's videos. And by the way, that doesn't mean the videos aren't good. They are good. But we're talking about things that we all know.
I mean, to us, it's just fun.
It is fun. And it is fun. Like I said, months ago, I wanted to, like, sort of like a comedy channel where I'm making a farce about things, but I don't want to single anyone out. I don't want to make anyone feel bad. I want everyone to have a good laugh. But the problem is, without naming names, there was another guy that came in and kind of did that, but he did it in a way that was self-promoting.
Ooh, that guy.
In a way that.
Ooh, I know exactly who you mean.
Yes.
I mean, we can call out names. Who knows if he's gonna watch this guy?
I won't, because I have no problem with the guy. So I'm not gonna do it.
He stopped uploading Risk though. He's back to his.
Yeah, I think he's done.
Fortnite.
For anyone who might not know who's watching this, it might be something that you do at 420. And I have no problem with the guy. I think he's a fine guy, but it's hard to complain or to do what I was going to do when we're playing with people we know that are good, and so I don't want to do that. What we need is someone to make videos complaining about news, complaining about novices.
I mean, when it comes to Alvin, he really hasn't uploaded much Risk videos, but he's doing this new thing where he does us. He finds videos of us and then makes a video called like in a nutshell. Like, he's done it with Champ, he's done it with Riskinator, he's done it with Gabe. And yesterday he did it with me.
That's pretty cool.
And I think they're pretty funny.
That's pretty cool.
Because what he did with my video was, have you seen that video of me breaking a phone with the bat?
No.
Well, it happened about a year ago. I broke a phone with a bat.
Okay.
And then I was saying something about, like, I hate this phone because it's, like, really stupid. Like, I'm gonna break this phone. I hate this phone. It's stupid. And I break it. So then Alvin decided to take that video and mesh it together to make it say, I'm really stupid.
Well, that's pretty funny.
And that just got
it is pretty funny.
It got a really good crack out of me. I thought it was pretty funny. Because, hey, I am. I'm stupid, I know. But in the meantime, we realize that... Wait, what's happening? What?
What is happening? I'm trying to get my charger to work.
I don't know, I'm not paying attention. I never pay attention to the game when it gets into stalemate. And the worst things are, like, whenever something does happen, I'm not paying attention. Like, example, I can be looking at, I don't know, I'm on my phone or something, and then all of a sudden, BAM! Suicide happens. What? What did I miss? So then I have to go back into the battle log to see what happened, and as I'm looking through the battle log, more crazy stuff happens. I'm like, what? Ugh. Whatever. At the end of the day, I win the game anyways. Yeah.
Right.
But also... Ooh, there are some topics we would want to talk about, but nah.
Well, let's talk about.
I was gonna suggest something, but it's probably not the best thing to talk about.
Oh, do it. It doesn't matter.
It was gonna be about some Tarantino movies, but it's probably not PG.
Oh, that's perfect. Let's do it.
It's PG. Whatever. I mean, I thought about it. I thought about it, but then again, I might be like I'd rather not spoil Tarantino movies because they're too good. Way too good.
Okay, we don't need to spoil anything. What's your thought?
People say that Tarantino is one of the most influential directors of all time, and I totally agree with it. Because his movies are cool.
Well, I agree with that too. You got to remember too that when he made his move with Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction, to a lesser extent because he just wrote it, he didn't direct it. True Romance. That Hollywood was a very, very big. You're either a like a main studio guy, or we don't care.
Whoa.
Person at the time.
I heard a bottle.
Yeah, that's fine. And then what Quentin did was he opened the door for a lot of studios, like Jersey Films. Well, technically, Reservoir Dogs was Jersey Films, but look, basically only a name and New Wave and think about it like this. Hollywood was not willing to spend the money on independent studios at the time. And right after Pulp Fiction, you got Swingers, who introduced you to two guys, Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau. And if Quentin didn't come through with Pulp Fiction, there's no way that movie gets greenlit. And if there's no way that movie gets greenlit, we don't have The Mandalorian now. So, you know, that's Jon Favreau's thing. And another thing that Jon Favreau did with Marvel, which I don't even know how much he did. I know he did quite a bit, but I don't know the extent. And all the things that Vince Vaughn did, becoming some sort of like a 1A list leading man. None of that happens without Quentin. So he is a big deal.
He is. Now with the movies, let's see. We can start with Reservoir Dogs. I feel like that movie gets some sort. I mean, no one thinks. Very few people think of it as their favorite Quentin movie, and I can see why. But then at the same time, I feel like that movie is so raw, but so good because of how raw it is.
Well, I agree with you, but I think if you ask a lot of people what their second favorite Quentin movie is, then Reservoir Dogs shows up a lot.
Yeah, it's always like their second favorite.
And, Reservoir Dogs, for the most part, obviously not totally, was shot on one set.
It was.
And it was like what's that guy's name? The guy that, oh man. The guy that did a lot of Hollywood noir movies in the 90s who... Here, give me a second. I'll give his name in a second. Okay, here we go.
Whoa. That happened. Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Not the guy who did all the Shakespeare stuff, but what's his name? I'll give it like this. Shit. Let me get my charger to work.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I gotta hold the thing here.
Actually, I need 1 second. One second.
What's his name? For a very short time, I minored in film in the 90s. I should know this guy. His movies are very overrated. What's his name?
Is it my turn? Is it my turn? It's not my turn. What? Okay. What did I have to do? I had to do a thing. What happened in the thing? Nothing happened in the thing. What happened when I was gone? I don't know. I don't pay attention half the time. But in the meantime, we were talking about...
Okay, here we go. James Foley.
Bam. So you're mentioning, like, a director? Something?
Yeah, I'm trying to come up with the exact right guy. Give me a second here. Okay, Not him. George.
Well,
Like Dave Mamet. Dave Mamet is his name.
all right.
And Dave Mamet, while very different, had a way with dialogue where he could control the scene like Quentin could.
Quentin has awesome
And
dialogue.
I don't know what the point is now because I forgot, but I was so worried about figuring out who he was.
What were we saying? Something about. Okay, we're saying Reservoir Dogs is like great and all, but it's not everyone. It's everyone's like number 2 favorite movie below Pulp Fiction, but it's really good because of like how raw it is.
That and I think it was a very good set piece.
Because it took place in one room. That's why.
Yeah.
Like at first, I thought of it's like at first I was wondering like, is the set ever gonna change? But as the movie went on, we're thinking like, as stuff as like stuck in the middle with you, that scene. That's when we realized, oh, this scene isn't changing.
No, it's not, and that was very rare. I mean, it's rare now. It was rare then. There's a couple things from past that are kind of like that, like The Diary of Anne Frank or 12 Angry Men, and or actually the Chinese restaurant episode of Seinfeld. That they all, they use that. You don't see that much anymore, and it's pretty clever because what you do is you get into the characters that way, you get into the story that way. You're not introducing new things, or you don't have to reset.
I also feel like if the movie were to be on the same set for a long time, I feel like it can also increase a better way of increasing tension. Like same thing for The Hateful Eight. That movie, that it took place in one area, and then like as the movie went on, there was just more and more tension. Same thing with Reservoir Dogs. It's just more and more
Absolutely.
tension.
It gets more and more claustrophobic.
Yeah.
And that is absolutely 100% true.
Because like you just want to refresh something, but you can't, so it just gets worse and worse. It's just so cool.
Yeah. No. Quinn Knowles knew what he was doing. No, this is what Quinn does good. He sees an old movie and a concept, and it's like, this is a good concept, I want to work it. Like he doesn't invent things, which by the way is not on him. By the time the 1990s rolled around, anything that could realistically be done with a movie camera was done in its most elementary level. So it's not like, well, I need to invent something new. You're not going to invent something new. But how do you make something that existed more powerful? And that's what Quentin is really good at.
Yeah, that's true. Because you have like spaghetti westerns from the 60s. They were probably pretty good. And then he brings it back with like Django and the Hateful Eight.
Yeah. And I love the Hateful Eight.
Yeah. People like, there are some people that actually put it as like one of their least favorites because they look at it as like a least memorable.
You know why? Because they look at it like it's Reservoir Dogs, but the Western Reservoir Dogs. Because you end up with no one living. It's one space. They are admittedly having similar conflicts.
He also has this thing. Like, Quentin also has this thing where, like, everyone dies towards the end of the movie. Like, everyone's just dead. Kind of.
Well, that's a function of the characters. If you're gonna have characters like that, most of them are gonna die. If what they were interested in, or what makes them interesting, let me put it like that, is going to be true, then there's going to be conflict and someone's going to die. Nice Guy Eddie and Joe and Mr. White and Mr. Orange, Mr. Pink and Mr. Blonde. When the robbery goes wrong and they know there's a rat and they're all worried about protecting themselves, except for Mr. White, who believes in Mr. Orange, basically because he got shot and shot someone in the process.
Whoa! Something's happening. Wait.
Whoa! What's this? Yellow? Jesus,
do? Yellow. He just... At what cost? A lot of troops.
He's just testing the water. He's just testing the water.
Yeah, it's just poking the... How do you say it? I forgot how it went. I'm stupid. Poking the bear.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that. Wait. I'm not. I can't move my guy. What's going on here? You know, my X out. Let's X back in. Like I can't even take it back right now.
What happened?
My clock is going off.
You disconnected?
Damn it. Yeah, he's gonna win for a turn.
Oh.
Because I can't move. It's not like me allocate or anything. That's fine. That's not a problem.
Also, to the viewers watching this, remember to drink water. It's good for you. Water is great.
Or drink beer, which is not good for you. It makes you more attractive in your own mind. Oh, Jesus. Well, that sucked. That's fine, though.
What was that? What happened? What did we leave off on? I don't remember.
I'm getting texts from people.
Huh. Well...
Here we go. Yeah, reconnect. It'll be fun.
So, what if we go to favorites?
Favorites of what?
Of Quentin's movies.
Okay.
Like for you.
I would have to put Pulp Fiction number one. You gotta remember, okay? 1994, Pulp Fiction comes out. I'm a 15-year-old kid. The concept of a non-linear
Yo,
story.
what the? He attacked me. What? He just attacked me. No way.
Oh, yeah. No, he's getting impatient.
He is. Okay. Continue.
The concept... But you, for the risk people who care about risk, as you can tell, none of us are overreacting. It's like, you want to take our territory for a turn? Oh, God damn it, just won again. What the hell? Okay, so he's going to have Ukraine for another turn. Great. Fine for him. Jesus. We've had a movie that would did not have a linear timeline. Wasn't new, but it wasn't used. And it wasn't used that well. And you have a dialogue. And you have topics that we would talk about. Remember now, like basically, and I don't want to turn this into that, but pot is basically legal now. Back in 1995, pot was very much illegal. and so the whole like dialogue about Amsterdam and like you think of the most. They don't have a right to search you and this and that but they put mayonnaise on their French fries. This is before everyone had the internet. Like it was wild.
Which is like the movie had like a huge impact.
Oh, it had a huge yes. It was a generation setting movie where and there was basically two groups: the people that loved Reservoir Dogs and the people that did not get Reservoir Dogs. And if you look at the movies that came out and the movies that were popular then, things changed very quickly. Like, smaller studios started to have power. When I say power, I mean they're not letting me go again. I'm allowed to allocate troops, but I'm not allowed to go. Whatever, I don't care. But here we are again. Once I place my troops, I'm not allowed to take back Europe. So Yellow must be laughing his yellow butt off.
You can't move?
That's fine. I cannot move.
What happened?
Whatever. It's not about winning the game. We achieved the stalemate. Which basically means, the player you're playing against knows a little bit. So it's not about that. But back in 1995, Pulp Fiction comes out in 94. We don't have the internet in high school at all. Not even close. While I'm in high school. I graduated in 98. It's a different world. Like if a movie was going to circulate, it would circulate on VHS, and you'd have to buy it yourself, get a buddy to buy it for you. Back then, minimum wage was a little bit better than $4. So you'd have to work 5 hours to get a copy of Pulp Fiction. And so we would share this with each other. Like as a pirate copy. It was not, but that's the world then. And so what you would do is you would get together in groups to watch these movies. And with Pulp Fiction, there would be like this. There would be this group or subgroup with the people you're with that would basically say, "This is the greatest thing ever," and there would be this group that would say, "I don't get it," and then you stop being friends with the other group. That's basically how it worked.
So people would just make friends from a movie.
What's that?
Ugh. Hold on a second. I got a sibling.
They're not letting me go again. It's weird.
Okay, I got a sibling who's yelling. We gotta tell him to shut up.
It's okay. Yeah, no, something's going on. For the last 4 moves, I'm not allowed to actually attack.
That's dumb.
That's fine. It's a bug or someone's doing something. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So what if I were to ask you, have you seen all 9 of his movies?
Of whose movies?
Of Quentin's.
Yeah, I've watched them all, yes.
Ooh. Okay. So what I'll ask you is, do you think you'd be able to rank all of them from your least favorite to most favorite?
Okay, I can.
With the only exception is I have not seen 2 of the movies,
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, do we want to keep that out?
I haven't seen Jackie Brown or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. All the other
All
ones
right,
I've seen.
then we'll keep those two out. Um,
No, you can include them. It's just that I wouldn't want any spoilers.
okay, so number one is Pulp Fiction. It's so creative.
It was like
It's so inventive.
so
And
explosive
I'm
for
not,
its time.
yeah, that even if you don't like it the best, what it did and the doors it opened, and I'm not allowed to move again, are so great that you can't deny it. Number two, oddly, I would say True Romance, because that's a really good love movie. Like, it's a really good romance movie where, like, the two people really loved each other, and you can buy into it as wonky as it starts. Number three is Kill Bill Volume 2. Because that is, I think, the most mature movie he ever wrote. Remember, and I don't want to spoil things, but anyone that has watched it or whatever, the antagonist absolutely could have killed the protagonist if he wanted to.
That's true.
But chooses not to. Because there are family elements, there are love elements, there are let's create peace elements that are very real, and anyone that has been through a bad break with kids and you fight each other, but you have a child, so there's a bond, and that bond is real. That movie explores that, and it's very good. It's very good for that. And okay, let's face it. No one's listening to this. Spoiler alert! Go ahead. 50 seconds.
Yeah, just skip ahead the 50 seconds.
Yeah, right. The David Carradine character, Bill, could have killed B. But he loved B. And B, when she kills David Carradine's character, Bill, didn't want to. It was just that they were at the end of their story together. And they understand why it happened. They understand the mess that happened. And that's how kind of relationships actually happen. Like, it wasn't a breakup. I mean, it was a breakup, but, like, it wasn't an acrimonious breakup, even though one killed the other, which makes it kind of funny to say. This game, all now, I'm only allowed to allocate troops. So I'm going to lose. So anyone looking for some risk strategy, this is not your video. But
no, this video is just for listening to two people talk about movies. I guess.
Very good. Okay, so let's go back. So after that, after Kill Bill Volume 2, I'd probably go Inglourious Basterds. And that's because of Christopher Waltz, who just was unbelievable.
He was.
What a great performance. What a great performance.
For me...
Quentin did a great...
Huh? So for me, I always... How do I say this? There are some times where I like the antagonist more than the protagonist. And then in that movie...
Well, you're supposed to.
It's gotta be him. He did awesome. He was an awesome antagonist.
Well, think about Darth Vader, man. Like, does Star Wars work if you don't have Darth Vader. It doesn't. The problem is, you want to know about this guy. You know, this psycho killer who has his armor. Who you don't know if he's human or not. And then you start to learn about his life. And he tells Luke, "No, I'm your father. Like, join me. We'll beat the Emperor." And you know what makes that scene work? You know what makes that scene work? You know Darth Vader isn't lying to Luke. There's something about the delivery. He just cut his hand off. But somehow, at the same time, you know he's telling him the truth. It makes it an incredible scene. And then you learn everything else. It makes it an incredible, emotionally impactful, in terms of storyline. Like, where are we going to go from here? Type moment.
All right. So you turned into a bot, and now you're spreading over Europe.
I know, because I can't control my game.
Oh, you're still watching?
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm trying to do it, and it's, for some reason, the game it will let me allocate. So I just allocated into the middle of Europe, and then all of a sudden I'm not allowed to do anything else.
Oh, that's pretty dumb.
That's fine, but I'm here. We're gonna talk, because you know what? They don't care about who wins. Whoever's watching.
Shoutouts to the people who are actually making it this far into the video.
Gabe?
Let's say this. If you made it this far into the video, go ahead and smash the like button. And smash that like button and leave a comment saying that I'm stupid.
I wouldn't even say that, because we're getting the interesting stuff now. We're gonna talk about stuff.
Yeah.
This game is ineffectively over because I can't play, and no one's here to watch us play anyway. So anyway, where was I? Okay.
Inglourious
Kill Bill
Bastards.
Volume 1. Or, excuse me. Kill Bill Volume 2. Glorious Bastards. Then I'd go Jackie Brown. Because it's just a great story.
I haven't seen the movie, so I don't have a say.
Really good characters. After that, I would go Reservoir Dogs.
Great.
Just a great movie.
I also want to add that Quentin has some awesome soundtracks.
Yeah, he does. No, he's really good about it. And
Is that it?
He does.
He's Yellow's just suiciding on you.
Well, that's fine because I can't move.
Oh man.
What's the matter at this point? I'll still be here.
Okay, now it's my turn to do something. Now let's do something. I have no choice but to take out Yellow. I'm probably gonna get second place, unless I put up a good fight.
Okay, well, I'll watch.
Here we grow.
Like the past 5 minutes, I could not move, and you know, you get to a point where it's like, okay, I'm getting glitched. I don't care.
Well, yeah, Yellow just didn't want to wait, he just didn't want to wait.
Well, let me ask you this before we go into the end of or the bottom half of the Quentin movies. What do you think, in your time, without giving your age away, is the most relevant or most poignant or most powerful, however you want to define it, movie of your time.
Let's see. Wait a minute. I'd hate to say this, but hold on a second. I think I just won.
It's a personal question.
Okay, so what do you think is the most influential movie of my generation?
What do I think?
No, what do I think?
Yeah. No. What's most important to you is what I'm asking.
To me, of my generation.
But of your generation. So you can't say The Godfather. Like you gotta say something recent. Something while you're coming up.
I still want to watch that
what's
movie.
the best one of your group? If you know what I mean.
Let's see.
Don't overthink it.
Oh, I am.
No, let it fly.
I don't know if I feel right for thinking this, but I'm actually thinking of, like, Django.
Django Unchained?
Yes, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Django Unchained.
Not the 60s, the Quentin's one.
Like, I gotta tell you, in terms of cutting movies, without tipping off the audience, I'm a little bit older. The hardest cutting movie I ever watched was Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands. That's on my list of movies to watch.
Edward Scissorhands. So I won't give it away to you. I won't. So I won't spoil it. But in terms of true heartbreak, like what heartbreak actually is, that movie nailed it.
And it's a wrap.
Okay.
But wait,
we're done?
We're not done yet. Would you want to finish your list?
Oh, the game's over.
Ooh, I did it! Ooh, I made it to Master. Awesome.
There you got it!
Master in 15 games. That is awesome. Heck yeah.
Congratulations.
Okay. So, would you want to continue with your list?
Sure. With the Quentin movies.
Yeah, you left off on Reservoir Dogs.
Okay, after Reservoir Dogs to the Once Upon a Time in L.A. Very imaginative, very cool. I go then after that great Kill Bill Volume 1. And then finally, if we're going to exclude Natural Born Killers, which he didn't direct, and if we're going to exclude True Romance, which he didn't direct, then I would go Kill Bill Volume 1, which is a good movie, but it doesn't hold up to the others.
So that's your list.
That's my list.
All right. Well,
I think I have them all.
If I have a list, I don't think I could make a list because I haven't seen all of them. But what am I gonna do? My favorite Quentin movie. I'd have to go for Reservoir Dogs.
That's a great movie.
Like, yeah, everyone's got to go for like either Django or Pulp Fiction as their favorite movie because oh my god, it's so good. But so is Reservoir Dogs. Like, it's such a
Reservoir Dogs is a great
movie.
movie. Like you're not gonna get a wrong answer here.
No.
and what they did, it was very Glengarry Glen Ross. Have you seen Glengarry Glen Ross?
Not yet.
I think actually, if you love Reservoir Dogs, what you want to do is stop this recording when we're done, and then actually watch Glengarry and Glen Ross. It has a lot of the same beats in terms of the confined space. You got really great actors. You got a very similar tension, but a different tension. Because I don't want to give the movie or the script or the story away. But if you like, or if you love Reservoir Dogs, then do yourself a favor and watch that movie, because you will love that movie. And for the same reasons that you love Reservoir Dogs, you will love Glengarry Glen Ross.
Alrighty. Well, totally. That'll definitely go on my list of movies. But
like you should watch it now. Like if you're like, I love Reservoir Dogs, watch this movie. Watch it now. And you'll understand why I'm saying this. It will become clearer, and also you will get a lot out of it.
All right.
It has similar beats. It has a similar setting. Totally different story. But the things that make Reservoir Dogs great makes Glengarry Glen Ross great. And you should watch it immediately.
I'll do it. Let's do it.
All right, now.
But that ends. Anyways, that does end Here We Grow, episode 15. To the viewers who made it this far, good job. And because of Trick telling me, I recommend you should watch the Quentin movies, and you should watch
Glengarry Glen Ross.
Yes, because I'll do it for sure. And
like, you should do it right now.
Yeah, I'm down.
Like stop what you're doing and watch it
now. But yes, that's it for Here We Grow. Next time, let's see what kind of guest I'll bring this time. But for now, I'm done with Risk. It's time to watch the movies.